We've all seen movies like Ocean's 11, where the heist is planned to perfection, but in the real world, let's just say some masterminds skipped the planning phase entirely. Today, we are looking at the bottom of the barrel. The guys who left their IDs at the bank, the ones who used permanent marker as a mask, and the guy who accidentally texted a cop to sell him product. Welcome to the top 10 dumbest criminals ever caught. Stick around for number 1. It is genuinely embarrassing. Kicking off at number 10, we have Levi Charles Reardon. When the local Crime Stoppers posted his mugshot on their Facebook page asking for tips, Levi apparently couldn't resist the urge to engage. He actually liked his own wanted poster. Police tracked his location through his profile and arrested him immediately. Rule number 1 of being a fugitive: don't subscribe to the police newsletter. At number 9, a man in the UK decided to rob a store. But prior to the robbery, he wanted to be a productive member of society, so he handed the manager his resume asking for a job. 10 minutes later, he put on a mask and robbed the place. He got away with the cash, but he left the resume with his full name, address, and reference size on the counter. The police didn't exactly need Sherlock Holmes for this one. Coming in at number 8 are two geniuses from Iowa. Instead of buying ski masks, which cost about $5, they decided to color their faces with permanent black marker. Not only did it look nothing like a mask, but it also didn't wash off. Police pulled over a car matching the description and found two men looking like toddlers who lost a fight with a Sharpie. Case closed. Number 7 takes us to a winter wonderland. A burglar broke into a garage, stole a bunch of tools, and fled on foot. The problem? It had just snowed. The police simply looked down, followed the footsteps for 3 blocks, and knocked on the door where the footsteps ended. The stolen goods were sitting in the living room. Stealth level 0. At number 6, choose your target wisely. A Colombian robber decided to break into a martial arts school. Unfortunately for him, the school was full of black belts training for a tournament. He entered with a small knife he left in an ambulance. He didn't just get caught. He got a free lesson in why you don't rob a room full of people who kick through wood for fun. Number 5 is a classic technology fail, while in the middle of robbing a house. A burglar accidentally sat on his phone and butt-dialed 911. The dispatcher stayed on the line, listening to the entire robbery unfold, including the criminal saying his own name to his accomplice. Police were waiting for them in the driveway before they even finished looting the fridge. At number 4, Albert Bailey decided to rob a bank in Connecticut, but he didn't want to wait in line, so he called the bank ahead of time to tell them he was coming to rob them and to have the money ready. He thought this would streamline the process. Instead, the bank locked the doors and called the police, who were waiting in the parking lot when he arrived. 10 points for punctuality, 0 points for intelligence. Number 3 sounds like a cartoon. 3 criminals in Colombia stole rum and a few other items from a shop. Their getaway vehicle, a donkey named Javi. But donkeys can be stubborn. Javi refused to move and started making loud noises, alerting the police. The criminals had to flee on foot, leaving the stolen goods and the donkey behind. The donkey was taken into custody, but released without charges. Number 2 is almost unbelievable. A man was in court for a minor offense. While waiting for his hearing, he got bored and started wandering the halls. He ended up mistaking a plainclothes detective for a customer and tried to sell him illegal substances. Inside the courthouse, he was immediately arrested and simply moved to a different courtroom to face much more serious charges. And finally, the dumbest criminal at number 1. A man tried to use a counterfeit bill at a store. That's common. But this man tried to use a counterfeit $1 million bill to buy a bag of chips. He demanded the change in cash. Since the U.S. Treasury has never printed a $1 million bill, the cashier called the cops. He was arrested while insisting the bill was real. Talk about inflation. And that's our list. If you got a laugh out of these criminal fails, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.